anime has gone too far. This is not a question. This is a statement. And you know what? I absolutely agree. When we live in a world where even Andrew Tate is currently posting at least 2 pictures or videos about anime waifus per day on Twitter, I think we have definitely gone a little bit too far.
Why? Why? Why was this made?
What is the limit?
What was that? My life as Inukai-san's dog.
Why was this made? It was made because they're wearing short skirts.
False.
And dogs are usually below that level.
Beginner mistake right there. You never try to attribute logic to something like this. It exists because the universe wanted to exist. There's no rhyme or reason behind these things. There's no rhyme or reason behind anime in general most of the time. It exists because it needs to exist.
That's why it was made. I mean,
but good
I
guess.
feel like everybody, like, we pretty much could have guessed that one, huh?
Made!
What is the limit for anime?
There isn't
A medium that
Definitely
continually
none.
pushes the boundary of wonder. A place that welcomes all types of stories
And
from all types
degeneracy.
of people.
Yeah.
There's no limit to what you can see here aside from your own imagination. If you can envision it,
Made
it
in
can
abyss?
get made.
Nice.
But, like the inventor of a fart machine in a wind tunnel, have we ever stopped and asked, should it get made? Interspecies reviewers, World's End Harem, redo of Healer, anime.
I feel, oh, there we go. That's a new one.
Go on.
Jesus Christ.
Go on.
It just makes me think of Shy Lily. Oh God. All right.
He's
here,
been
let's
pushing
get-
these.
I have no idea what that is, but there are 2 options. Either we are not alone in the universe, or we are alone in the universe. Both of these things are equally scary. If we are not alone in the universe, though, and there exists this higher level of being intelligence that currently is watching over us, it doesn't matter how advanced their technology is, because they have absolutely nothing on our anime degeneracy. We are pushing anime degeneracy past any limits possible. In fact, I think we have already proven that anime degeneracy doesn't exactly have limits in the first place, okay? We are breaking new grounds every single day. And I think that's our power as the human race.
Degeneracy to a whole new level.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway,
Anyway,
God damn. I don't think it's really that big of a surprise because people love this degenerate weird shit.
true.
Yeah, it completely feels like, yeah, this is a totally normal thing for people. They love that.
The US exists, Japan
In the
exists.
past few years. In a post-redo of Healer world, there is little now that separates anime from hentai.
A redo of Healer was so trash, if I'm being completely honest. Absolute disappointment.
Every day.
What's so funny about this?
To be honest, like, Chainsaw Man was a bit of a convergence, wasn't it?
How?
I think...
Is he saying that because Chainsaw Man introduced everyone to Dommy Mommy? I don't know. If you honestly think that was the best Dommy Mommy, you know, tight suit pants. If you think that was the peak, you're missing out on a lot, because that's just the beginning. That's just the thing that opens the door.
I think it kind of was. Damn.
Day, the line gets more and more blurry, so the question plaguing humanity since the beginning of time is, how far can anime go? Ladies and gentlemen,
As
Not
far
far
as
enough.
Crunchyroll
my
lets
life
it.
as Inukai's dog. Anime has gone too far. But how could it? What could it possibly do? Well, you see, we have now ventured to a place for which there is no coming back from. Tread on
Okay.
the sanctity of something we should have never dared touch. Dogs. Not genetically engineered dog girls, not fantasy isekai dog people species, not some guy wearing a dog costume. Just dogs.
Every road leads to becoming a furry.
Why did it have to be dogs? What did
Well,
dogs
because
do to
everybody
deserve?
knows dogs. That's why, because people know what a dog is. People have a dog, so like, yeah, like people understand.
He's not wrong.
Of this, man's best friend, the purest thing Mother Earth has gifted us with. If you've ever
You
thought,
know what? I kind of want to watch that show and see what it's about.
It's probably not even that bad. If I'm being
I'm kind
real.
of curious.
humans don't deserve dogs.
You
Here
don't
is the
trust
evidence
me?
to
How
prove
do
that
you
you
know?
are categorically correct. This is a cursed show I probably should have
Ooh.
left to die in obscurity until I
Uh-huh.
had a single terrifying
I mean, let's not overblow it, okay? There are people who watch hentai for the plot because it's just more interesting and better than most anime out there. And that's true.
thought that dwarfed any existential horror or Lovecraftian nightmare my
Oh.
mind could come up with. Somehow, somewhere, this is gonna be someone's first anime. So, to allow myself to sleep at night, I felt it
Yep,
was
and then after a while, they're going to be a furry.
They probably
That's
already
right.
were a furry.
my duty to make a PSA to tell that person, shh, it's okay. It's alright. I can't promise that tomorrow's gonna be a better day, but I can promise you that we're gonna get through it together.
Wow.
I don't like the presupposition of this video that the person watching it didn't like it.
Huh? I don't, the predisposition of this video is the idea that this shouldn't exist. But I'll tell you a secret. Every single person who clicked on this anime, they clicked out of their own free will. Most people knew exactly what to expect. Most people understood what's gonna happen. Most people wanted it to happen. There's very few people who accidentally are gonna tell you, "Oh, I accidentally just clicked on the harem tag instead of the shonen tag." Yeah, those people are liars. Every single person who clicked on this, even if it's their first anime, absolutely knew what to expect. They knew what's up.
Like, why are we just assuming that the person watching the anime didn't like it?
He wanted it, probably.
I've committed to fully talking about this anime, but first, I need to talk about today's sponsor, Higan Yuruthil. I've never been more happy
What?
for a sponsor read in my life. In this 3D real-time combat RPG, players are tasked with reclaiming reality from a never-ending nightmare, like this
Okay.
show. Guys, maybe the anime man was onto something. Who actually needs to watch anime anymore, when you can just play it? Higan Yuruthil throws you into
Yeah.
its world and stories that's presented by gorgeous 3D anime-esque cutscenes with popular voice actors, including Yui Ogara, Mamiko Noto, Nana Mizuki, and more. You got some
You can tell the people who made this ad wanted that to be an explicit point, yet no one knows who those people are. No one has any idea who these three women are.
I'm like Issa, an absolute ice queen. I can already tell this girl exudes my energy. What makes me say that? No reason. The secret between
Nice.
Issa and her teammates are in my
This
energy.
is this.
What makes me
This is this.
It
Oh,
fits.
God. Wow,
It fits perfectly. What can I say? Good stuff.
man.
Nice.
say that? No reason. The secret between Issa and her teammates are in Higan Yuruthil. Now let's talk about this gameplay. You have 3D real-time combat, high-quality 2D and 3D modeling, employing tactics and bullet time. These are just words. I don't need to say anything.
Is every single character a girl with tie-high socks? Probably.
Just have a look at how beautiful it all comes together with music that bangs. Look at how beautiful it all comes together with music that bangs.
Okay.
Do I need to say any more?
Sure.
Discover the story behind all these characters. Start your adventure with Higan Yuruthil today by clicking the link in the description to download it. And you have a 100% chance to get the powerful SSR media. Also, you can use my code in the description to get my special
Okay.
rewards in Higan Yuruthil.
What does SSR even stand for? How did everybody just agree that SSR is the best one?
Super
Like
super
super rare?
secret. Super rare? That's stupid.
What happens if somebody does a super rare?
Makes sense. Checks out.
I feel like at that point,
It's useless, but it's fine.
there's too many
SSSR.
S's. Oh yeah, it's kind of like a snake. Yeah, it exists. Oh god.
It probably exists.
Thank you very much for sponsoring me today, and with that, back to my life as Inukai's dog. Dog fact number 1.
Nice.
Dogs have 18 muscles to move their ears. In some ways, it's impressive that a show could give a man who's seen Redo of Healer, who likes Domestic Girlfriend, who's seen some of the most degenerate shit that's come out of anime, the chance to say, you know what, I think I have the moral high ground. The plot goes...
If you don't know what Domestic Girlfriend is, and he's saying he liked it, then, yeah, that's some extreme... I didn't even watch it. I didn't like it. It was not too degenerate, you know. It could have gone a little bit higher, but it was bad degeneracy, okay?
Goes something like this. On some rainy afternoon, a guy wakes up cold and shivering on the streets. How did he get there? What is he doing? All questions that are unimportant because he sees his classmate and crush who takes him home, where he comes to the realization to the precarious situation he's in. He is a dog. When I first saw the basic premise of this,
This is just some fucking voyeurism, like anime. That's what it is.
Very basic footage stuff.
And that's what it's about. That's what it is. So it gets worse. What do you like? Is this supposed to be a surprise to me?
It always gets worse. I probably know how, though.
Cool. Some dumb slice-of-life reincarnation story where a guy wakes up as a dog. I'm a seasoned isekai fan. I've seen worse. It can't be dumber than waking up as a sword or waking up as a vending machine. Maybe they'll tackle the human struggles of trying to live as a dog. Maybe the psychological effects of being stuck in a dog's body. Having to navigate a society made by humans. Having your daily survival be completely...
Okay, so I haven't seen this anime, but I know where this is going. There is absolutely no world where those girls do not try to have coitus with the dog.
Reliant on that of another human being. There's a lot of places this story could go. Surely, it's
but
not
there's
about a bunch
only
of
one
girls
place
thirsting
in
over a
reality.
dog. I regret
Of course
to inform
it
you
is.
that my initial assessment was incorrect. Within the first 5 minutes of taking the dog home, the first thing Karen Inukai decides to do, yes, her name is Karen, which is very on theme because I'm about to call the manager, is get undressed in front of the doggo and bathe with it, naked. But okay, this isn't too bad. There might be some dog owners who feel comfortable removing their clothes in front of their dog.
Why is Asmon so happy? Why is he so happy? It makes sense! What,
There's no time, yes!
Did you think it's gonna be wholesome? No, obviously not. This was so predictable.
The funny part is that it sells.
Of course it
showering
sells.
their dog, sucking their dog's nose. Maybe this could be wholesome,
What?
if wholesome was spelled without a W. But it soon becomes apparent that her feeling towards the dog are a little devious. Oh, yes, so very devious towards the dog.
Okay, let's go.
Yes, this is my coping mechanism you're seeing right now. She takes her dog for a walk, but is feeling a little devious. Okay, I'll stop now. And almost immediately tries licking the puppo if it weren't for some meddling kids. Gets way too excited photographing a dog urinate, then introduces him to a place called Coochie Cove. I've seen people dressed up in a red astronaut suit that are less sus than this girl right here. Now, if you think finding out a dog
Makes
has
sense.
more riz than you will ever do is sad, don't worry.
True.
That's actually one of the least depressing parts of this show. In no particular order, here are some things depicted in my life as Inukai.
Dude, that guy though, he probably likes that. He probably enjoys that.
Dog that involves a girl and a dog. Bathing naked. Tail jobs. Seductive feet licking.
Tail jobs.
And a dog. Bathing naked. Tail.
Yeah, checks out. What? There was only literally this
I need
where
to
it
watch
could
this
go.
shit, dude.
I'm not, but you should. Yeah.
If you have an erection right now, something is wrong with you.
Safe!
Jobs. Seductive feet licking. Getting a dog to undress you. Getting a dog to lick your chamber of secrets. Enticing a dog with your chamber of secrets. Giving a dog a ball gag. Breastfeeding.
That
Okay, I did not expect the ball gag, and I did not expect this part right here. Wow. It actually went a little bit farther than I expected. Impressive.
It's crazy. So they just went all the way with it.
Well, if you don't show
Wow.
that's technically...
So it's not even an insinuation.
No,
That's nuts.
the life of anime fans.
Okay, and then what?
Why? What have we become? How did we get here?
Some of these acts
the best versions of ourselves.
Are in the anime, some further on in the manga. Yes, that's right. I read further into the manga.
Of
Don't
course
ask me
he
what
did.
force compelled me to do so, because I still don't know myself.
Yeah.
Maybe I wanted to see how much worse it could get. Maybe I'm learning deep down inside I have masochistic tendencies. Maybe I was waiting for some divine intervention, because if I could ask a higher power anything,
Like what?
if there was one thing,
It's like if like how is this madness gonna end? Like one day he wakes up as a normal guy, and you know now she's his girlfriend, and they live happily ever after.
Obviously not. One, that would not be normal after everything experienced. Two, like, obviously there's not going to be any kind of decent ending.
I have a feeling that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I would like to know. Why in God's name is the art for this manga actually really fucking good? Dog fact number 2. No two dogs' noses are alike. Many people have drawn comparison to Chainsaw Man, because like Chainsaw Man, the dog is named Pochta. Now Chainsaw Man's Pochta has joined the
Pochita. Pochita. Not Pochta. What the fuck?
short list of the highest commendation you can get in an
Oh, people love this thing,
Obviously.
even though it was only there in the first episode.
Yeah, but still.
Oh yeah, they think he's great. Or I don't even know if it's a he or what.
anime. Being a good boy.
Yeah.
Pochta, that's a good boy.
It's a good boy.
Ein,
True.
that's a good boy.
Yeah.
Bond, that's a good boy. Nina, that's a good girl.
Looks like a
Unikai's
depressed
Pochta
dog.
Yeah.
is not a good boy. That's a bad boy. Bad boy. One could argue that in many ways, Chainsaw Man is just a day in the life of a dog. Here's
Yeah.
Denji, who woofs for his owner, goes on
True.
walks, becomes one with Pochta. He got that dog in him. Then there's Inukai, woofs for their owner, goes on walks, and becomes one with Pochta. Because she does. She got that dog in her. You may be thinking,
No way.
That's
No
probably.
way.
Probably. Probably. I mean, do you think that's not gonna happen?
Dude.
Probably.
Oh my god, that is amazing.
Like, what else would be the end game of this? Let's be real.
Inukai is the outlier here. The
Wow.
freak who loves a dog a little too much. But of course, the
She
show had to
brings her
introduce a
friends
full-on
over.
cast
Yeah.
straight out of the watch list of your local animal services. There's the tsundere, Nekotani. As your resident tsundere ambassador, we do not claim Nekotani. She can go somewhere else.
Oh my
Tsunderes can be
God.
violent, unless those violence is towards dogs. The shy Usagi, a girl so down bad she makes the average Genshin player look like a functional member of society. Not just limiting it to dogs, she
That's pretty odd, yo. Genshin players are kind of just out there.
decided to force herself on a poor table, which depressingly adds inanimate objects to the growing list of things that have more riz than weebs do. If I had
I mean-
$1 for every anime girl
I'm not gonna lie, it checks out in my experience.
I've seen do unspeakable things to a table, I'd have 2, which is $2 richer than I want to be. Well, unless that's what you're into, I suppose.
I am the table.
Then, of course, completing the trilogy is the yandere, Inukai herself.
I am the table.
Then,
By the way, cat ears.
Obviously.
Like, you think that you thought that it was gonna forget that? Absolutely fucking not.
Why would it?
Nope.
of course, completing the trilogy is the yandere, Inukai herself. We can already agree. Do not stick your dick in crazy, especially the kind that this crazy wants. While the rest of the world was asking, what
The dog doing?
Crazy
Inukai was
fun.
more concerned with, who?
Who the dog
Dog
doing?
doing?
Dog fact number 3. Dogs may be able to,
Fall in love
God.
with you.
No.
Dogs may be able to fall in
If by
love
some
with you.
miracle you still don't know if you should subject yourself to 12 episodes of this, I've made a simple flowchart for you to follow. First, ask yourself, do you like dogs? If your answer is no, do not watch this show. If your answer is yes,
Don't watch
do
this show.
not
Yeah.
watch this show. If you're looking for some kicks
Makes
in life,
sense.
here are some alternative suggestions I recommend over watching My Life as Inukai's Dog. Skydiving.
Literally, probably almost everything else.
Mountain biking. Ordering the extra large portion in America. Tweeting out chains.
No. See, I don't know. Maybe this guy isn't from America. I'm not sure.
He's
Nah,
not.
If he knew how it was, you actually, if you order the extra large hot dog, you just get one really long hot dog. You don't get 2 half-length hot dogs.
Is that
He's in Brit. Yeah, see, he
Is
don't
that
know that.
true?
He needs to go to Sonic. Become a real American.
in
The hell?
America. Tweeting out Chainsaw Man is mid, setting your notifications to vibrate, then putting your phone in your pants.
Chainsaw Man though is really good. Coincidentally, I actually read the manga right before it started. I don't know why, but it just happened.
All non-dog related activities that get the heart pumping.
That would actually be a good anime, like a girl who's addicted to like using her phone as a vibrator, and she does it by farming hate on the internet.
I think he's way too serious about this one. A little bit much.
And then getting notifications. That's a really good idea.
Notifications.
Somebody should do that.
Has it not been done? I mean, there's probably a hentai that has done it.
It already exists?
In a
Wow.
hentai form, 100%. Like,
Never mind.
I'm pretty sure I have seen everything in hentai form at this point.
This is something that should be left behind in the bowels of time. In fact, as of this very moment, I am working on a time machine so I can go back and get us back on the right timeline. Because what hope is there left for humanity, knowing that a sentient human being wrote this? Then more sentient human beings made the conscious decision to greenlight this into an anime. And throughout that entire long process, not a single person stopped to ask themselves, what in the biblical fuck have we done? On the day of reckoning,
I love how, again,
This
there
makes
are
sense.
people that like to fuck dogs.
So you can find on the internet very easily the what's it called? The fetish chart or something like that. And you know what you find on there? It works like this. A bunch of people are questioned, men, women, and then it's and then it just goes very simply. Taboo and a different kind of fetish. You would be so many women are into bestiality. Now I knew that without any kind of chart. But if you don't believe me, go find that chart and be kind of surprised, because bestiality for women is pretty much up there when it comes to, oh wow, that's hot. And I'm not joking. We live in a society. Why do you
This
think
show is
furries
for
are
those
so
people.
popular?
Now, you can make an argument that they shouldn't have a show. And I would agree with you. I don't think they should have a show either.
But where's the fun in that, right?
But let's not pretend like this show doesn't have an audience.
It exists, it's there, and it's
Well, fuck
probably
anything.
big.
No, I mean, I'm just saying.
I think when this anime was also airing, I completely skipped it. I didn't even know it's about dogs. I just looked at the cover and I was like, nah, I got this on lockdown. I think when I watch anime, it shows the most popular anime, you know, at the very front. And I think this was in the first page for a very, very long time.
Hey, like, look, it is what it is.
Or it's currently
I love
trending.
how everybody's trying to pretend like, oh, wow, I can't believe this is real. Of course it's fucking real.
Remember the good old days when 2 Girls, 1 Cup was considered horrible? Man, even back then I've watched 2 Girls, 1 Cup and I was like 12 or something like that. And I was like, yeah, I kind of like this. I don't see a problem with this. Honestly, you know what? A little bit nasty, but all in all, I think this is not that bad, you know? Oh, of course people are gonna like this. And now look at the world. 2 Girls, 1 Cup is one of the most famous things in the universe.
Like, what do we all have to be? What, you guys just joined the internet yesterday?
Yep.
You forgot about Mr. Hands?
What the hell
Come
is this?
on.
What is Mr. Hands?
It's always been like this.
Yep.
when humanity stands before God Almighty, waiting for our final judgment, there, standing between us and salvation, will be Inukai's dog. On that day, we will have to look up at God and tell him that this is what humanity has done.
We did
This
this.
is what mankind has led
did
to.
this.
The
We made
souls
this
of all
happen.
humans will beg
Obviously.
and plead not to be forsaken, not to be rejected from the gates of heaven. But in the end, all we can do is repent and ask
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
forgiveness.
probably.
Forgiveness from God, forgiveness from each other, forgiveness from our dogs.
Yeah.
It's more than we deserve. In
They're
conclusion,
gonna forgive you, though.
I'm a cat person now.
I mean, that's exactly what a cat would do, by the way. Cats are wild. That's why I love cats so much. They are wild. They just do stuff.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
My life.
A
Oh,
life.
there's another one? Oh, I bet there will be.
Oh, yeah,
I
obviously.
wonder how many people watch this show. You know what's really fucking upsetting, and I think it's going to be a real black pill for a lot of people, is I bet this show is popular. Never under...
Yep. I'm pretty sure this is the exact that I saw or currently am seeing in... What's the anime site I watched that? Because I'm not paying Crunchyroll, obviously. Get out with your stupidity. I watch I don't remember what's it called. Watchanime.com, as simple as that. But I'm pretty sure that cover is at the front currently, or at least was a little bit ago.
Underestimate humanity's drive to bring their fucked up kinks to life in some way, shape, or form. I knew someone who spent 2 years learning to animate specifically for the purpose of making a single porn video. 2 years. What's funny about that is, like...
And that's so true! Look at art commissions for hentai. It exists. Anyway, I think I'm done with the internet for today. Like, subscribe, and comment down below.